100% Chelsea. Chelsea 5, Huddersfield 0. Lewis's first fan cam got fucked. So let's do it again. What do you think about today's game, mate? It was superb, wasn't it?
Needed after that Bournemouth game. Those 4 goals brought us back up to 4th place. So Arsenal, thanks for keeping it warm for us, but we got it back. They're probably losing to City as well. I say the word probably, but let's be real, it's Man City. But we do have to put it into perspective. It is Huddersfield. They're one of the teams in the bottom of the league, and they made it really easy for us. First 5-10 minutes was the only time when there was any genuine threat from them. They had a lot of decent crosses in that we weren't really marking well. But we grew into it. And I think as the game progressed, Huddersfield started to set deep as soon as we started finding balls into Higuain. He got his first goal. That was the one difference between us and Bournemouth, one of many because we lost 4-0. But that was the first main difference. We were finding Higuain. Higuain was making runs for days back at Bournemouth and no one was finding him. The crosses were shit, passes were shit. Now we're starting to find a bit more. Guess what? He's putting the ball into the net. That second goal, I don't remember the last striker we had that would do it. Even Diego Costa would barely take long shots. He only really started doing that in his last season for us. That's a striker who hasn't done that since Drogba. And the fact we got someone like Higuain, who if you give him a chance in any little bit of space, he'll put it into the net. That's what we need. We've been saying we're a striker away from doing anything really noteworthy. Now we got a striker, there's a chance. But again, take it into perspective, because fact is we still lost 4-0 to Bournemouth and some issues were still creeping into the game today. Barkley and Willian, I was saying when they started, I weren't really sure that they were the right decisions. I thought Loftus-Cheek and Hudson-Odoi should be starting. I still think Loftus-Cheek would have been better than Barkley was today, but I'll stand there and say Barkley had a good game. Willian, I'll also say, had a good game by his standards, but I still think they could have been better. And it's just little things that we still need to work on. When it comes to pressing, we don't press as much as we should, and that's what Sarri says about the lack of motivation. The pressing isn't there. You need to be constantly pressing in the system. Fucking the crossing, that was another thing that needs to improve. It's got a bit better today. It was a lot better than Bournemouth, but it still needs to improve. As for Azpilicueta, great defender. Crossing needs to improve. Decision making, some players, Barkley, Willian, I feel like that could improve. It was better today, but still needs to improve in games, because what Sarri says, motivation isn't there. We always seem to recover from a setback well, but we don't have the consistency to bring it forward, and that's the difference between us and where Spurs are and where Liverpool are and where Manchester City are. It's consistency, and after a game like Bournemouth, it's painful that we got to go to Man City next. But
that's why I've not been so overtly happy with today's result. Just the fact we've got City next, because the biggest thing for me is we need to build.
Yeah.
And it's a case of, we beat City 2-0, we lost 1-0 to Leicester. We beat Spurs in the Cup after losing 2-0 to Arsenal, and then we go and lose 4-0 to Bournemouth. We've now gone and beat Huddersfield 5-0 to set a precedent. And as much as Huddersfield maybe aren't the best side out there, it's still a precedent that's been set. So the question remains, what should we be thinking about going into the City game, and what are the realistic chances of us winning or even getting a point?
If we want to win, teams that usually beat City are the teams that take the game to them. So we need to do that. I think this game hinges on motivation, like what Sarri said. If the players are switched on, like they were against Spurs, like they were against Manchester City, Arsenal earlier in the season, games like that, if they're switched on, if Hazard plays like he did today, we've got a chance. But you need to find Higuain, get the ball to him, because he will put in the net if you give him the chances. And players like Hazard and Willian need to create chances and take chances themselves. And if it doesn't work, don't start to take the game into your own hands, because that's when the whole system falls apart, and that's when we're going to get piped. It's a lot that you're going to ask because it's Man City. But we've done it before. Who's to say we can't do it again? It's going to be a really hard month, but fuck it. Take it a game at a time and let's see what happens.